We are very excited about the book, and we're very excited about the impact that this program is having, and you're going to hear some of that tonight. We therefore have created the evening as an example or an expression of symphonia. Symphonia meaning the sounding together of all the voices. So you're going to hear 7 different voices, 8 different voices at the front here. We want to encourage you to tweet if you are a tweeter. There are lots of people around the country who's interested to know what we're doing.
When I joined the Partners for Possibility journey, some 18 months plus back, I was at the stage in my life where I was principal of a school that faced, like many of us, challenges, whether it's economic, whether it's gang activity, scholastic underperformance. And we had a vision, or when I got to the school had a mission and a vision. And when we joined the Partners for Possibility program, and direct access with their facilitators came in, and at one particular day we had what we called a community day. So we invited stakeholders, the parents, the SGB, church leaders, learners, ex-learners, and we discussed, and we actually found out that we've never made headway with the existing vision. Then we had a whole afternoon of debate and consultation, and we came up with something that was more feasible, something more realistic, something that we could touch. And that for me was one of the outstanding features of our journey, is that we could speak to and address the concerns. Through this program, we've also had a look at what are we doing and what are we offering, besides now the normal curriculum. And then we invested in the co-curricular activities, in the extracurricular activities. And we've wrote in NGOs. And we've learned to strategize that when we have people coming onto our school, to keep them.
Here's a tried and tested program that's delivering results with a back end and a whole curriculum behind it. So why would I now go and try and start my own thing to do it? So it didn't take long for us to join PFP. Some of the real draw cards for us as a business was the fact that there's a huge focus on developing capacity within the school, rather than just going there with a rescue mindset that you can fix things. Another big draw card was the fact that the way the program is developed, although there's a lot of guidelines, it's not prescriptive. So we can really tailor-make a plan for our circumstances, our resources, the school that we're dealing with, instead of the plan at Denzel School is completely different to the plan. But we've got similar guidelines and similar support. So those are 2 huge draw cards. So looking at the minutes running out, just to reflect quickly on what I've experienced so far, 18 months down the track. And if you were thinking, what's in it for you? You can think, again, I'll put the 2 caps on. Personally, it's been a huge surprise. As I mentioned, I went there with a little bit of motives of trying to contribute and so on. I didn't really realize how much I would actually gain out of the program. Gained in many ways. On the one hand, just on a personal energizing level. It might sound odd that now you're doing more, but you're more energized. But if you spend a fraction of your day with positive thinking people that are taking action, and you're sharing those mails and you're part of that community, that charges my day. Then I can go and deal with all the naysayers and the negative people for the rest of the day. So there's a reality that there's a lot of people, there's phenomenal goodwill in this country, and a lot of them are surrounded with this program, and many others. So that to me was a huge benefit. From a fulfillment point of view, to be part of a team where lots of people are doing little bits at every school, but we all celebrate the victories as if it's one big one. And for me personally, looking at the community that I've gone to, seeing a lot of people that are obviously paralyzed because the context that they live in is very daunting. The school that I went to, I don't have the time to tell the context, but it's not odd that the people are paralyzed. And as we've gone and kind of showed up with a little bit of, hang on, we're here to help and assist and walk alongside you guys, slowly but surely there's a transformation where people are seeing hope and they're seeing a new light, and people are starting to take action, and that's building momentum, and that's hugely rewarding.
I enjoyed having a thinking partner, an advisor, and a coach. I enjoyed learning that partnership with business leaders is not about pumping funds into our schools, as one would expect. It is about the end product. the development of the school as a learning organization. I enjoyed sharing vision and common goals, which is to assist school leaders to lead their schools with intent, with focus on academic improvement. PFP has taught me that a leader should have followers. A leader should create and maintain an atmosphere where all stakeholders involved will take ownership and responsibility. This is where I started. I identified common values which all of us at our school will want to see and practice. And it is happening. PFP program helped me to build on my strength, to roll out my weaknesses and negativity. So as with my staff, we need to join our hands together and make a difference. In closure, I want to take my hat off to the PFP program, business leaders who are already involved in the program. I'm now a better leader, leading a better school.
And when I heard about this program, I thought, not a business leader, can't sponsor somebody, not for me. I then went on a workshop a couple of months later. On the workshop with me were quite a few principals, and what they talked about and what they shared really literally gave me tears in my eyes. So after the workshop, I went to Louise and I said, look, I don't know how I can help, but if I can do anything at all, because actually what I do is I'm a software coach, and software and business coach, do a lot of team development stuff. So if you can use me at all, then I'm willing to do. And boy, you know, I think that there's something divine about these partnerships, because I ended up with somebody that could absolutely use what I could bring. I want to encourage you, if you are at all interested, to step forward and give it a go and just see what comes of it. We change the world one person at a time.
We're in awful danger as a country, awful danger. If we don't really understand that and work towards doing what is absolutely necessary, your children and your children's children are not going to have a good space.
Say the main purpose why I'm here is actually to endorse Partners for Possibilities. Yes, the book, the launch, but that's still a book. It's the concept, it's the dream. And I think very many of you and the people in front here know much more about what's going on and what has been happening over a long period of time. So we have to encourage people also to do their bit. So while the partners are not going to do it for us, share your business acumen and all of the other skills that you have, but that we also, as part of their human dignity, make them realize they have the possibility and help them to run faster and to catch up. And my vision for Stellebosch is to be the innovation capital. And I think unearthing the possibilities is very much in line with this innovation capital. It cannot be business as usual. We have to do things differently. We have to be creative. And I think this process, Partners for Possibilities, is certainly taking us in the direction of unearthing the possibilities, giving us opportunity to create, develop, innovate, and bring hope as leaders to people who really need to thank you.